All right, I'm Jeremy Vanhoozer, Franchise Creative Director for Plants vs. Zombies at PopCap.
So let's talk a little about what your goals were heading into this brand new Garden Warfare 2.
Really, one of our biggest goals was to go as big as we could. I think, with the first Garden Warfare, it was a brand new idea, so we had to really prove a lot of things. At that point, it was Plants vs. Zombies and Plants vs. Zombies 2, and then suddenly here comes Garden Warfare. It's completely new. So there were a lot of things we wanted to prove to ourselves. Is this something that we felt was really, really solid? Is this a fun game? I think the second game gives us the opportunity to say, yeah, that is really fun, and expand on that. So really going bigger and crazier, and obviously storytelling, bigger worlds, more opportunities for the player to see Plants vs. Zombies. I think that's our goal.
You guys have also reversed things. Talk a little about the new setting people will be playing in.
Yeah, so for the first time ever in franchise history, Zomboss has won, at least momentarily. And so when you get into Suburbia, it's been zombified. So that really twists things around where the plants are on the attack to try to take Suburbia back. And the zombies are trying to defend their newly acquired Suburbia. So that is actually a little bit tougher than it sounds. It's not just turning things around, it's actually creating a whole new set of characters. The zombies have the brown coats, who are kind of the fodder enemy that could be the first wave and kind of pile at the plants. The plants didn't have anything like that. So we've created a whole new line of characters called the Weeds. And so they really mirror what the zombies have in the brown coats on the plant side. Also, when you were the plants defending, you planted plants in pots. So now when you're the zombies defending, you can plant Zombot robot technology in similar sort of mechanical pots that will help you defend Zomburbia. So I think that there's a lot of gameplay changes that have gone into this game to show both sides on the attack and the defense.
Can you talk about some of the new characters and classes you guys are talking about here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of my favorite is the Imp mech. So if you remember the Imp from Plants vs. Zombies, he's very small. He doesn't have a lot of firepower. We've actually combined him with future mech technology, which makes total sense. And he's now a big, powerful character with all kinds of firepower. We have a zombie sniper. We have a zombie superhero. We have a plant who's a rose and also an all-powerful sorceress. We're really going as big as we can with these character backstories. One of my favorites on the plant side is a cyberpunk bounty hunter orange from the future. So we're adding as many layers as we can and really just going as fun as we possibly can.
You guys also have a lot of new environments to play in. Talk about some of the maps you guys are showing.
Yeah, we're really, again, we're going big with characters, but we're also going big with worlds and maps. One of my favorite is the Zomboss factory. You're getting to see a lot of how Dr. Zomboss creates his zany technology, which is really cool for fans of the series. Also, time travel theme park. Which more details to come on that one, but the overall concept of having a theme park where instead of just walking to the next land, you actually have to go through a portal because that land is actually in a different time period. That leads to some pretty zany gameplay moments. So we're really excited about our worlds this time around.
Can you talk about story and how you're integrating new things for people to kind of pick out as they play through?
Yeah, one of the things about Plants vs. Zombies that people love is the perceived story. The plants battling zombies. Okay, what's going on over there? They like to know what's kind of hiding around the corners that we're not really presenting. So in this game, we want to present some of those moments. Again, the Zomboss factory, how Zomboss mass produces traffic cones, or the robot technology that you've seen in all the Plants vs. Zombies games that is mysteriously built on the zombie side. We're going to show you how some of that is built. Every world is going to be alive with lots of character moments, both in the sky and on the ground. So you're really going to get an opportunity to peek around those corners and really find out more about who we are.
And people will be able to play the way they want. Talk about how that works.
Well, one of the big asks from the first game is to be able to play offline, to not jump into competitive multiplayer, especially, for our younger players. If you're a younger player that wants to know a lot about Plants vs. Zombies and just hang out with the characters and kind of set the game up the way you want, that wasn't really possible in the first game. So one of our big goals was to create a solo play experience. We're going to be giving more details out over time, which I think is going to be really, really cool. But the gist of it is you can play at your own pace. If you don't want to jump into competitive multiplayer, create your own environment to play offline against AI, and you can set up private matches as well. So if you want to mess with the character setup or health, you can really give yourself time to kind of go about the game the way that you want.
And you can bring a buddy along for everything.
Absolutely. All of those modes are playable in split screen. So we're really excited. Again, couch co-op play was a really big deal for the first game, and I think that it's something that we want to continue on in this next game in a bigger way.
And talk a little bit also the online not having to have gold or PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, really for Plants vs. Zombies as a franchise, we're trying to be as accessible as we possibly can. And so I think that one of the things we want to do is remove any speed bumps that we possibly can. So, it was something that we felt was important, for people who don't have those services. You can still jump into our game and have a great time. So that was actually a really big goal for us on the second game.